What's up, everybody? This is Justin from Microdose. I wanted to upload a second video for the aluminum chassis conversion for the D24. Somebody commented and reminded me that it came with Torx screws. Since I received all of this stuff in a big lot of parts, I completely forgot, so I wanted to handle that today. To knock out this project, we're going to need the same 1.5 Allen head and the 00 Phillips we used in the first video. Then we also need to find a T6 Torx bit so we can install the new screws. Pictured here are the Torx screws that came with the chassis conversion kit. Take note, there are 4 different sizes of screw, and they do have specific places that they go. The only reason I did not cover this in the video is it is incredibly straightforward. You cannot mix these up. Real quick, here's another comparison of the screws that come with the chassis versus the new screws that come with the aluminum chassis conversion kit. The new proper screws did fix one issue I had with this chassis. Everything is nice and flush with the bottom of the deck now, as it should be. So here's a little update to the aluminum D24 chassis conversion video I did the other day. Luckily, Herzl commented in the groups and reminded me that it came with Torx screws and I was supposed to replace all of them. So I went ahead and knocked that out in a separate video. However, I do have a problem with this though. We talked in the first one that the screws right here, actually these screws, all of these up through here and the ones up front that are all supposed to be 2x4s, were actually 4x1.3 is what I measured. These bad boys right here come in at 3.85. So I'm like, great, that shortened it up and it's going to be exactly what I need to get this tight. However, wrong. It is still loose right here at these 2 screws. Even with the shorter screws, I still have a lot of play in the back of this chassis. Don't think I'm missing anything at this point. I just believe that we have the wrong hardware for the job. So, if I'm wrong, please correct me. Let me know. Thanks. Here's just a few final thoughts while wrapping up this video. Very disappointed that the screws that came with the chassis did not resolve the issue that I personally had. And I wanted to clear something up before it became an issue in the groups or any of the conversations. The Cerakote job on this chassis has nothing to do with that clearance issue. I don't know if maybe this part was just machined incorrectly from the get-go. It could have been. But yeah, there's nothing down in those holes keeping those screws from bottoming out. I'm just simply still dealing with too long of a screw after all of this. But yeah, I don't know why that's the case, to be honest with you. I mean, they obviously knew the chassis deck was thinner when they went to aluminum than carbon fiber. That's why they changed the screws in the first place. It's like they just didn't take enough off of it. Or once again, that piece right there, the actual battery mount, is machined wrong. Not sure, but definitely an interesting situation. I'm probably going to shim this, just slightly shim this so I can stiffen up the back of the car and get this thing finally running.